Hello everyone, welcome to the One Man Renegade Productions YouTube channel. I'm your host, Theon Burkett, and today is Monday, and there's no blaster box in front of me, which of course means it's time for Mail Time Monday. This week I got 6 more packages to open up for you, but if you missed any of the previous Mail Time Monday videos, head up, there's a big old massive playlist you can click on. There's a lot of videos. I think we're closing in on 200, but we're not quite there. I think we're like 180 something. I don't know. Whatever the number on this video is whatever number there is in the playlist. So if you are looking for a specific video, it might be easy to go search channel page, and while you're over there checking out all the amazing videos I've done over the years, or you're right here, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, also give a nice thumbs up, like this video, hit that share button, share this with everyone know, and in the comments tell me what your favorite thing is I opened up today, or what you're most looking forward to me opening up further on down the line on the channel. This is kind of a little preview sometimes of things to come on the channel in terms of sports cards and stuff like that will be open up in other videos. Before we get started, I just want to say I apologize if there's some background noise. It is like 1,000,000 degrees and I have my AC kind of cranking so I don't, suffocate and die from, or I don't know, would you suffocate and die? Overheat and die? Dehydrate and die? I don't know, whatever, so I don't die, basically. You don't want me to die on this video. Although if I did, I don't know how it would ever get up. But that's not the point. Maybe someone finds my phone years later and is able to open it and for some reason uploads the video to the channel. I don't know why they would do that. That'd be a weird thing to do. Don't do that. But it should be okay. If you're watching this, it is. Most likely. Anyways, 6 packages. I don't even know where they're from. I have a ton of packages sitting right in front of me. They piled up over the last several weeks, maybe months at this point. I don't even know. This is a big, I'm going to be doing like a marathon of recordings that you'll be seeing over the next however many weeks it takes me, or how many videos it takes me per week. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Let's move on. Got 6 packages, like I said. I believe, well, let's just get started. I think there's a mix of everything. This first one is from Dick's Sporting Goods. So we'll get into that real quick. Got my handy dandy. This box cutter is getting a little dull. Might be time to break open a new one. But hopefully we'll get us through this video. Okay. All right. So what did I get from Dick's Sporting Goods? Is most likely going to be cards. I don't think I ordered anything else from Dick's Sporting Goods recently that wasn't cards. So let's see what I got. It is a mega box. 2024 Panini Contenders Football. So if I remember correctly, I pre-ordered this just because it was there, and then I hadn't seen it anywhere else yet. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Fine, I don't have one of those. I'll just pre-order it because I went on Dick's Sporting Goods. I was looking for something specific, and then they had a bunch of other stuff that I hadn't seen before. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well just pre-order this stuff, and that way when it comes in, because I don't know, but by the time it did and they shipped it, I think I'd gotten it from other stores. Anyways, but regardless, get 1 autograph, 2 memorabilia cards in these boxes. Look for all sorts of interesting and cool stuff. Of course, the big thing with Contenders is always the rookie ticket cards, autographs. But since in the last couple years, a bunch of guys don't sign, it kind of hurts Contenders a lot. Not that Contenders is always easy to get a good autograph. They have like 1 billion different people sign, especially for football. And it's like the chances of getting someone that you actually have heard of isn't great, let alone someone that's actually good. But anyways, let's keep going. Got this package from Hot Topic. And it's just in a bag, which I don't specifically like because I know what I ordered from Hot Topic, and I don't think they should be shipping them in bags, but I'm guessing there's a box within this bag that's not just the thing. At least I hope. And it is, so that's good. So it is Funko Pop, but it is a sorter box, so that's at least a little better. Like, still I would have rather them shipped in a box, but seems okay. I guess you can kind of see what it is based off the box there. It kind of gives it away. But it is the CM Punk, the newest CM Punk action figure, which doesn't depict a new thing because it's depicting him from the pipe bomb, which happened in 2011, which I'm guessing was before his original Funko Pop that he had, which had at least one variation to it. It is super valuable. It's one of the, I think it was the second one. I think Cena's number 1. He was number 2. I think those came out like not too long before he left the company. So there was a version. There's a pink version. I think was exclusive to somewhere, and then there's I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because this isn't that. That one is super valuable, but this is, of course, his first pop since coming back, which I'm surprised they chose this as the pop. I mean, I get it, it's an iconic moment and stuff like that, but it's like, you couldn't have just done a like current version of Punk and then maybe gone back to this, but I don't know. But anyways, there you go, CM Punk, Funko Pop. It's been a long time coming since the last one, or the last 2, I guess. I don't know. Or were there 3? I think there was only 2 versions. Doesn't matter, I don't have it. One of my, when I first set off collecting Funko Pops, I wanted to get the wrestling ones and the sports ones of my current, my favorite teams, with the idea of getting all of them, but soon became it was quickly into it. I realized there's some wrestling ones I probably will never get, and there's actually a sports one I probably never get. There's a Rajon Rondo Celtics one from like the original line of NBA Funkos, which is super expensive, so probably never gonna happen. But regardless, let's move on. We got an Amazon package right here. If I can open it up, there we go. It is going to be, feels like a video game, Switch game. It is a Switch game. It is the Halloween / Ash versus Evil Dead double feature. It includes exclusive Retro Realms trading cards, so that's cool. I've heard decent things about this game. It came out, I want to say last Halloween, maybe even before that. Maybe it was 2 years ago at this point. Is there a date on this? No, it says 2024, so it must have been last Halloween. And it was on Amazon. It was like super cheap, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna grab it. Might have been a Prime Day thing. If you remember Prime Day from back in the day, like a few months ago, or I don't know. I'm not sure when this video is going up, but back in July there was a Prime Day, which was like a week. But I think that was purchased during that period. Like I said, these packages have been piling up for a bit as I throw this all over the place. So actually been waiting quite a bit to open it, and then by the time I open it, and then by the time it actually goes up, it's going to be even longer. So the whole thing. Don't worry about it. We'll get through it. We'll get to it. We'll get through it. Whatever I'm trying to say. I am super hot. It is super hot. Even my AC going on, because I don't want it. I'm not cranking my AC because I don't want it to drown me out. Which maybe if you're watching this, you'd rather that. But it is still pretty hot. I will need to crank it up at some point, but after I'm done recording. All right, moving on. We got Target. Target, as they say. Some people say that. I don't know why. But let's see what I got from Target. Assuming it is going to be cards based off the box that they are coming. Oh, these things. Okay. So first of all, a couple of value packs of 2024 Panini Select NFL football, which will be opened up for a Hangover Saturday at some point down the line. And then these Donruss boxes that were all the rage. So I don't know the story behind these. And again, by the time you're watching this, it was probably a couple months ago. All of a sudden, these popped up on Target's website, and everyone's like, 20 more 2024 Donruss? Are we done with 2024 Donruss? What's going on here? Then people remembered, wasn't there an issue with the Target boxes when they first came out? Yeah, there was a bunch of Target boxes, which I do think I have a couple of that I haven't opened. Blaster boxes that, they didn't have anything in them. There was no rookies, there was no inserts, there was no parallels, there was nothing. And everyone's like, what's the deal? What's the deal with these? They're just terrible. So then they recalled them or whatever. I don't know what they did exactly, but all of a sudden they kind of disappeared from shelves pretty quickly. And then these emerged with these blue boxes instead of the black boxes, and people started opening these and finding some funny stuff. So now it does say, similar to the original boxes, 6 packs per box, 15 cards per pack, or 15, yeah. But there's actually 7 packs in here. The original 6, probably from the original black boxes that had nothing in them, except for usually you found like 1 insert or something. And then an extra pack that had all the rookies and inserts and parallels and stuff. So these are interesting. We'll open them up at some point down the line, along with the other ones, which I don't know where they are, but I do still have them at some point somewhere. So compare and contrast the old original ones versus the redone ones. Yeah, that'll be an interesting video at some point. But there we go. There's a story with those, if you didn't hear that story. And then, of course, the select packs will open up for Hangar over Saturday. And the Donruss will be open up for Blast Off Monday, which, if you missed Blast Off Monday earlier on today, you can go check it out. Go check it out on the channel page. Yeah. All right. Moving on. We have this box, which is from, where does it say? NASE, which, if I remember correctly, and I may not, we'll figure it out as I open it, is Topps or might be Fanatics. I don't remember which. I think it's Topps, but it might be Fanatics. But we'll find out momentito. Okay, it's a Topps Chrome Mega Box of basketball, 2024-25 basketball, which I think I had pre-ordered, if I remember correctly. But I can't remember if I pre-ordered from Topps or from somewhere else. I don't know. It doesn't actually say on here anywhere. So it's either Topps or Fanatics. I don't remember, but regardless, there we go. A 2024-25 Topps Chrome NBA, NBA PA basketball. I guess it's not licensed, but they do have some of the players licensed because they do have the NBA Players Association logo on there, but they don't have the NBA logo. Steph Curry on the cover. Of course, they're getting licensed coming in October, which, as you're watching this, it might be October. I don't know. Let's really double check. When is this video going to go up? No, it should be September. I'm not that far behind. Or, I'm not that far ahead. Yeah, this will be up in September. So, a couple weeks from now, there should be some NBA Topps products out there. I'm assuming they're gonna hit the what's the term? Hit the road running? Is that right? Hit the road running or something like that. As soon as they get the license and get some stuff out. Similarly to what they did with WWE, and then they did nothing. Still haven't had a follow up to Topps Chrome, other than like Topps Now stuff, which I don't really count. But anyways, actually, then will they stop? Well, I guess they have been doing basketball Topps Now stuff, right? But they'll be doing NBA Topps Now stuff. That'll be interesting. Cooper Flag, obviously, going to be the big deal. I think they already did a Cooper Flag Topps Now stuff. Did they do but they did. I can't remember. Anyways, moving on. Last package for today is another Target package. So let's see what I got. What else I got from Target? We got some more select football, a couple blasters. Of course, Target, if you're familiar with the website and order stuff, for whatever reason, back in, was it May? It might have been April or May. They reduced everything from 2 per item. From 3 per item to 2 per item. It used to be 5 at one point, and then before that, it might not have even been limited. And then they brought it back down to 3 when everything was going crazy in like 2020, 2021. I know it was 3 forever, but then they've recently gone to 2, but I think that's more because of Pokemon stuff than sports stuff, which is kind of weird, because then it's like, I wish they could like separate them, because like there's no need to have 2 per for most of the sports stuff. Some of it, okay, but most of the sports stuff, there's no need for 2 per at this point. But they get looped in with the target with the Pokemon stuff, but then like with like the Monopoly stuff, that's considered toys. So the Prism Monopoly you can get 5 of. It's confusing, which they keep on putting on sale. So obviously they made a ton of that. Well, I don't know. Let me rephrase that. They definitely made a ton of it. Probably more so than 2022, which was the first year they did it. But maybe not as much as last year. Maybe just as much as last year. But last year the demand was just higher because of Victor Wembanyama, so it wasn't sitting on shelves as much. But they've been discounting that stuff like crazy. So if you haven't gotten any, I think last time I saw they were $15 per blaster box, and they originally were $30, I think. So if you missed out on those, check the website. Last time I checked, they were there, but I'm probably recording this like a month before this video is going to go up, so who knows. Anyways, that's going to do it for today for this. What's this? Mail Time Monday. I was going to say Blast Off Monday. Nope, Blast Off Monday was earlier today, if you missed that. But that's to my point. I have videos posted every day, sometimes multiple a day. Just hit that subscribe button, turn the notification, get a notification every time a video's up and ready to watch. Come over, watch it, like it, share, comment, and all that fun stuff. Keyword is fun, just having fun here on the channel, opening up my mail and showing you what I got. And come back next week for another Mail Time Monday, as I have plenty more stuff right in front of me to open up. So thank you everyone for watching. Stay safe, have fun. Talk to you next time. Bye.